Welcome back to the channel. I want to show you guys how to use Lightbox to group your shots so you can work on a scene at a time. If you haven't seen Lightbox, it's in the upper right here, and you might not have your color controls up. That's available in the upper left here. So you can work on these shots right here in Lightbox or a group of shots using your color controls. You also have this side panel here, which allows you to color clips, flag them. There's a bunch of things you can do here. We have an info icon, which shows whether or not a clip's been graded, like this here where the rainbow is on shot 57. And then it gives you which video track you're looking at, the time codes of every shot. You can turn that on and off. We have a slider to zoom in and out. So depending on if you want more of a global view. And then we have this little arrow here that says send to SDI. And that just turns off the background to give you more of what it would look like on a monitor. Optionally, if you have the studio version under workspace here, under clean video feed, you can send whatever your main signal is out to another monitor to view that on a bigger screen. Now let's get into the groups. Looking at it from this shot by shot basis, now that we have a global view, we could look and separate them all by scene. So let's grab these shots here with this red light that might need adjustment. So you can hit Command and select each shot. Then you can right click, and then under the menu here we have add into a current group, add into a new group, or remove from a group. So we'll make a new group and we'll call this red light and hit OK. So now those are grouped, and we'll go ahead and make one more scene here. Here's where he's going to break out of the jail here and they start chasing each other. Let's go from say here to where this car flips over. So with that, you can hit Shift, go to your shot, click on it. That'll highlight everything from your first selected shot down to your last. Right click, we're going to say add into a new group. We'll call this one Chase. So you can do that whether you're doing exterior, interior, or cut back and forth. You get the idea. So now we're done in Lightbox. I'll shut that off. And now we're back to the regular color page. And here's where we can do some group adjustments and start viewing just the groups. So underneath the clips tab here on the upper left, there's a icon here that'll just show you the clips, but then there's a clips drop down menu. And inside here, down in the middle, we have grouped. So we have current group, or the red light, and the chase group that we made. So if we hit red light, that clears off our timeline. And now we have just those shots from the red light group. Now here's a couple things about working with groups. If we go over to our node section, we have this little drop down menu, and we have these dots here. Now those correspond with how it's processing. So we have group pre-clip. So that'll work on your entire group before it hits this clip portion of the node. So clip is our normal individual shot per shot clip. Then we have group post clip. So that's after those two nodes. Any adjustments you've made will go into this last node, the group node, and you can make some more refinements. And then we have timeline. It's flagging me because we're not looking at the entire timeline. But very important, you can see all the group ones have this other color and just the clip has the red outline. So you need to make sure which one you're on before you start making adjustments. So let's go to group pre. And that sort of matches the chain link in your little icon down here. And now if we move these, you can see the color icon came on all the clip numbers. And then you can see the preview changes on all of them when we make an adjustment. So now we're working on the whole scene as a group. If there was an individual shot we needed to change, we can still go over to clip mode. And let's just pull this one down drastically. You can see that one changed, but the other ones didn't follow. So you get the idea. Now we can use the drop down menu again, go to our chase scene. Here's all of our chase. And then, like I said, click on the pre-clip or post clip if you want to make a global adjustment to just this group. Now let's go back to all clips. We could see we have a chain link on the chase scene. Let's say we wanted to add a shot that we missed to this same group. Oh, we can grab this first shot here where he's coming over the train track. We can right click down here and there's a group menu. And you can say chase, assign to group, and now that is now assigned to all those and will actually take the color on from your previously adjusted clip. So let's go here, we'll go group, chase. I don't want to delete the group, but I want to unassign it to that group. So we'll remove from group. So now we're back to how we were. Let's go over to here. We'll click on our group pre. We'll pull that one way down. You can see all the thumbnails just updated. Let's click on this next one, right click. We have to choose the group node here or go back to clip. Very important. This little groups won't show up if you're on the timeline. So if we say back to the chase, assign to group, now you can see that one updated to match the color we already applied to that group, and we can reset it. And that's going to reset all those as well. So there we go. So that's how you can add an additional shot or shots to a group when you've already made a group. And now you would think you'd come over here and go to the groups. You have current group, red light, and chase. This is more like what are we looking at, but there's no control over the groups. You have to click on the group down here and then use this menu, remove from group, or this lets you change the groups. So if we want to get rid of this chase scene, we can now just say delete. It'll warn you if you remove it, you want to. And now that is no longer graded in that way or assigned to that group. And if we wanted to preview again under groups, we don't even have chase down here now. So we can go back to our red light. So that's how you can manage your groups with the Lightbox, just for paring down a scene. And same thing, now that we've filtered by the red, you can see our group menu is now activated. We can hit all clips and that'll go back to our regular view. So you can do a lot with this little left-hand menu. If you wanted to color code clips, like let's say when they get into this police office scene, say go right here when he starts to exit, you can color these. You can go clip color, apricot, that'll add a little color there. And you could filter by that as well. So if we were looking at all the clips like we are and we say, show me only the apricot, that's yet another way you could filter it by clip color. And then if we got out of the Lightbox, you can see all these clips are now changed in the timeline. So if we jump back over to here to the edit page, you can see this group's got the apricot color. We got the little dot indicator, and it's also showing us on the timeline view. So you got a few different options here. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one.